What's going on, YouTube? Back at it again. Yes, we are. Today we are actually installing a nitrous kit, sniper nitrous kit to be exact. All right, so I'm not sure what he's gonna run, but you have options to run all the way up to 150 wheel horsepower. So not sure on the jettings that we're gonna be using, but we're gonna install that along with some supporting mods. So we're gonna do that kit, and we're doing spark plugs, which are recommended. Brisk part number RR14S. These are gapped at 0.032 and torqued at 11 foot-pounds when installed on the car. So we're doing those, and here's the kit right here. All right, and got this little nice little plate with all the buttons on there that goes on the cup holder, so that's pretty sweet. We have a differential brace, so we're going to be installing that as well. And we're actually going to use a progressive controller, so we're going to be installing this also, along with catch can. All right, so we're going to be doing all this stuff, and it's going to be a pretty long video, but I'm actually going to put the bookmarks on there, put chapters, so we'll do that, and we'll see how long it takes us and how well we can get it done. But for sure he's gonna get some quality work like always. All right, so I'm gonna start off by installing the spark plugs. All right, and also if you guys haven't subscribed, y'all make sure y'all subscribe, like, share, and appreciate all the feedback. I'm always open to opinions, comments, suggestions. I'm learning on a daily basis, you know, so do this as a hobby. I enjoy it, and I love messing with cars. So with that being said, let's get into it. I'm gonna start off by disconnecting the battery, the negative terminal, and we'll go from there. Everything I use, I'll post a link on the description below. Y'all make sure you go check it out. I'm gonna post links to the tools, parts, everything I use. All right, so y'all make sure I check it out if y'all looking to do it or looking for any specific tool. Links are gonna be right below. All right, so to disconnect the battery, 10 mil, it's gonna be right here. All right, wham bam, see you later, ma'am. All right, that's that. Make sure you always disconnect the battery before working on anything electrical on the car. It's just a good practice to actually have every time you're messing with anything electrical on the car. So I'm gonna start by removing all the coil packs. All right, so I'll probably just do one at a time. So we got 16 spark plugs to change out. Let me go ahead and start removing them. So these are all 10 mil bolts. So I already took them off, and then so what I do, I'll start removing each plug. It's got a little locking clip on there. Just pull it back like this. It'll snap, and then you just press it and it pops out. See, it's gonna be the same thing for every single one of them. Some are probably gonna be a bit tough to actually remove, but you'll feel when they unlock. And just take it off. There it is. Yeah, so take them all off, and start taking off the coils. I'll do one at a time just so we'll mix them up. And this one, I don't know why these three don't have the MSD coil, but I mean that's how they brought it to me. I'm not gonna mess with it. I'll just play with what I have. All right, so go ahead, and there it goes. Sometimes they're a bit on the tight side. You gotta really squeeze. Alright. There it is. Alright, let me go ahead and change out all these spark plugs. Alright guys, in order to remove the spark plug, you're gonna need, see I used the small extension and extra small one because this one was actually too long. And see the difference, like a 2-3 inch difference right there. So I was hitting against the cover of the fuse box. So now that I'm using this, I think it's a 4 inch extension and a 2-inch extension, or maybe smaller. So I'm using that now, and it works perfectly fine. See, it's perfect. All right, so I'm removing this now and swapping them all out, and I'm gonna be torquing them to 11 foot-pounds with a torque wrench. All right, so I'm just gonna give you a quick overview of what I've done. I didn't record a lot of this stuff because I was in a hurry just trying to get it done, and just run into little issues here and there. So anyways, I ran the nitrous line right next to the fuel line, and also, as you guys can see, I put a 3-way splitter so I could split off to run this solenoid with fuel. All right, so I split off, did that, found this line here local, so I'm glad I was able to find it. And so nitrous line right next to the fuel line all the way down, so it runs here to the bottom. You see all the fuel rails on this side, passenger side, got to here, and here I actually removed the fender liner wheel and just ran it. There's a hole up there, which I ran it through there, and I zip tied everything all the way up. All right, no, you guys can't really see it. Anyway, zip tied everything all the way up. There's a hole up there to access to the back. All right, so yeah, there's the hole right here. All right, I don't know if you guys can see it. Right here. All right, so I came out through here. I made the hole here on the carpet itself. All right, just to have the line and plug straight in. All right, it was real clean, really protected. So yeah, and now I'm running the actual electrical. All right, so the electrical, we're going with a JMS progressive controller, and I'm thinking about mounting it somewhere around here. We'll see. I want to make it look really clean. I'm still not sure yet, so I'll let you guys in as soon as I get it done, possibly here, just to have everything out of the way. Cables coming in. All right, we'll see. So anyways, that's that. Here, let me go run you through the wiring up front. All right, so I tapped in with the progressive controller. I'm going with the TPS, throttle position sensor. I'm going based off of that. That's the 5 volts, which it's in here, and in my case is the brown wire with the orange line that runs off the throttle body. So I tapped into there, and then for the RPMs I tapped into the injector. Any injector you could tap into. It's gonna be the color that's non-common to all the other injectors, because there's a common wire and there's an uncommon wire, uncommon color wire. All right, so that's the one you're gonna tap into. Any injector is fine. So I tapped into here just to get a clean setup. All right, see, so there it is. I tapped into here, ran the wire all the way through here, came down through steering. There's a little rubber piece that protects weather seal basically. So I ran it through there, and then that's for the wire that goes to the controller, and then for the sensors, and then for the solenoids, I ran all these 3 negative wires, grounded them off to here, this ground. All right, so tapped into here. You'll see how I came back. And then the positive ones, which trigger them, I actually ran the wire through here, all the way back down, and through the little weather seal as well. All right, so that's in the engine compartment. That's what it looks like. Now inside. All right, so I came out through here. You got to remove this panel. It's got just 2 little push tabs on here, so a little pry tool. Take it off. 2 of them, one right here, one right here. Comes off, and the little rubber boot seal is in there. All right, so I ran the cables. Also, I came out through here, right here, kick panel. This just pops off. Ran it through here, and I'm up to this point right now. All right, so anyways, that's that. And he actually had the cup holder little tab, so little control switch. So you got your to arm it, the purge, which I ran in line, and the heater. I didn't run no heater, and I didn't run no this other switch opener. All right, so the way I ran this, I wired it all up, as you guys can see, pretty clean. Made a little holder, a cup holder that goes in here. All right, looks real clean. And then came out through there and just ran it along the side all the way to meet up the rest of the wires. And for negative, I tapped into here. All right, so that's that. And all these panels just pop off. Okay, so that's that. And right now I'm trying to finish up wiring all the rest of the car. Just running the wire all the way to the back, so I'll see which route I'm gonna take right here. But let's get this done, set up the controller in the back, and hook everything up. All right, so I ended up routing it through the back side. I'll show you guys. Okay, I ended up routing it through here all the way down. It's tucked in there, tucked in there, tucked in there, all the way to the back. And then on here, I tucked it on the back side of this panel right here. So it comes out, well, I tucked it all the way back, right here. Here it is. All right, this is where you see it. Tucked it here in the back, back. All right, so my triggers, I did it to a 10 amp down here in the back. And let me show you guys real quick. All right, see, so the last one, put a little piggyback on there. You see, put it on there, put the fuse on there, ran the little cable through here, cut here in the back to be able to pass it through there. I got my 12 volt trigger hooked up. No, actually that's 12 volts direct for the relay. All right, so I got it hooked up there, and this is my trigger, 12 volt trigger. Okay, so let me get y'all confused. It's quite a bit of stuff. Anyway, so that's that. Okay, all right, so, and then everything else, tucked it here in the back, as you guys can see, tucked it to the back, and you got the main wire coming in here, which is to the throttle position sensor and the RPMs. Okay, and then your main supply cables, you got your ground, which I put it here, and the orange is the power, which runs here through the back to my relay here, which is connected to the green. All right, orange is power, constant power. Blue is not used, red one's a trigger. So ignition trigger actuates it, closes the circuit, and then closes these two right here. So you actually have the 12 volts direct going through the green wire, which powers up here on the orange the little controller. All right, so now I'm in the process of setting it up. All this is done. All right, let's go test it out, make sure. See, it looks like nothing even happened here. All right, that's good, I like that. All right, here it is. So let's go make sure everything works. Let me see, open open it up. There it goes. I don't got no leaks. This is mine. I'm just gonna test out the purge, make sure it's good. Make sure everything's working fine. You'll see all the wires, no wires showing. That's something else, I don't know what it is. Okay, here's the little controller. I thought I was gonna block off a little bit. All right, so it should go on with the ignition. All right, arm it. Light comes on. Y'all see that? Let's go make sure the light comes on in the back for the controller. And there it is. Light is on the controller. Make sure perch works. All right, works. And we can't test anything out until it gets retuned. All right, so I'm gonna go do the set up the controller in the back and go from there.